You know what they say? Real estate's 80% physical and 72% mental. It's a real thing.
Whoa, whoa, they ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I should overcome, what for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lanes.
Because Facebook was down. Give me a freaking break.
Dude, people live on Facebook. Doesn't matter.
I don't understand. So how about, why were people complaining about Facebook being, weren't people working?
Yeah.
Aren't you supposed to be at work at noon?
So
not complain about Facebook being down and you can't see your friend's puppy? Oh my God, my friend had a puppy and it's on Facebook and I can't see it because Facebook's down. I'm pissed.
you know
Go
the
play with
shitty
the
part.
puppy.
Here's the shitty part.
Right.
So Phil had a kid today, and we saw the photo. It was on GroupMe.
Cool.
You know, beautiful baby, beautiful healthy baby. Congratulations, Phil.
Congratulations, Phil.
And
Love you, brother. I think I sent you a great message.
I saw the post on Facebook. You know, had his name, and it was probably about maybe 7 photos, and you couldn't see any of them. That's shitty. That's the greatest moment of his life.
Dude, if you were really that close to him, wouldn't you be at the hospital seeing the baby?
Absolutely. But
Well,
I mean, that's the greatest news of your life. Posting
Right.
it on a social media platform like
Right.
Facebook like that, you know, that probably means
think-
a lot to a lot of people.
I think we're on different
including him.
sides of this argument.
Yeah. Well,
think
I
so.
mean, and then on top of that, people's pets are dying. People are saying bye to their pets, and like no one knows what these pets look like.
Right?
It could be a fish.
Could be an ugly pet. And you're like, yeah, it was time for it to go.
Fuck, anyways. Welcome to CZ Media Podcast. I'm your host, Chris Chavez. With me today is Jeff Carducci and 7 other names behind that. I don't remember what it was.
We're going to
This
make
is our fourth-
podcasts great again.
This is our 4th of July special. As you can see, it is just me and the douche. Where the hell is Gufrida, the noodle boy?
Oh, Tim was going to be here and make an appearance, but he got a ticket, so he's going to be a little bit behind.
This is another ticket.
Another ticket.
He's probably going to fight that.
Now we got to
Right.
hear about this for 7 years.
Right. 4th of July. 4th of July weekend. What does it mean to you? What does 4th of July mean to you, man?
Well, I could lie and get all sentimental about freedoms, but it's hard to understand that concept because I've never lived without those freedoms. We all take it for granted so much. You know, we've never, needed for anything really in our country. I don't care what anyone says. I've heard of everyone with every possible, bump the mic there. I've heard of people with every possible obstacle in their life in America, and they still end up here, simply because the opportunity's there, because of what people did way before me, and for what the armed services continue to do to keep us safe. But it's hard to understand because I've never lived without those safeties.
Without the past, without veterans putting us in this in this position, we wouldn't be here, right?
I agree.
And this is one of my favorite weekends of the year,
cool.
favorite time of the summer, right?
Yeah, it's like the best. It's like right when summer's great.
And it's finally not raining.
Yeah,
You know,
it rained earlier. Yeah.
you know what? It did.
And last night it
did.
rained like hell again.
It did. Well,
Huh.
it's a great time to be here. The All-Star weekend
All-Star weekend here in Cleveland,
in Jacobs Field. I still call it Jacobs Field. Are you heading down there? Are you checking that out?
I was thinking about going downtown with some friends this weekend. It's going to be crazy. They got all kinds of stuff.
I think that would be such a great time. A friend of mine, he's got tickets to either go to the Home Run Derby or the All-Star game.
Wow.
Which would you pick? Which would you go with?
I'd go to the All-Star game for sure. I don't want to just watch batting practice. And all the biggest stars, like in the NBA Slam Dunk Championship, the biggest stars don't enter it for some reason. I don't know why, but I'd go to the All-Star
Well,
game.
I actually have an opportunity to go to the Home Run Derby.
Oh, you should go.
And I really, really want to go. The tickets are pretty ridiculous.
Really? How much?
Okay,
are
they're
tickets?
4 rows behind home plate.
Okay. I like it.
$700 a piece.
Okay.
Worth it?
Well, I got tickets 5 rows behind the Browns for opening. opening game against Tennessee. I think they were like 575. That's for a regular season game. So if you're going to an all-star game like that, festivities, it might be worth it. It really might.
Well, you know what? The last time the All-Star was in Cleveland was in 1997.
Yeah.
Sandy
wow.
Alomar hit that home run. That was an All-Star
MVP.
game.
Yeah. That was a great team.
There's also tickets available next to John Adams, the guy who beats the drums, $250
Oh, that's cool.
for a home run derby.
That's
$250 right there.
I'd sit there.
Well, I'm not right next to him, but I'm just saying
In
like
the
the
area.
very very last row
in the bleachers.
of the bleachers.
I'd do it.
$250.
Absolutely.
So right now I'm kind of caught in between. I don't know if I want to go to the All-Star game or if I want to go to the home run derby. Right now, I'm really really liking the All-Star game just because it's, dude. Can you imagine sitting in the bleachers
Right.
or in left field or right field, sitting in those stands,
Yep.
and knowing that all they're gonna do is just hit home runs?
Yeah,
You know
that's true.
how?
Well,
I mean
Be
that's
tough. Let me know what
that's
happens.
that's exciting to me. So I mean, sitting at an All-Star baseball game. I mean, at the actual game, it's exciting. Yeah, you get to see everybody, but they're actually playing a real baseball game. It can get kind of boring, especially if it's like a 0-0 game or a 1-0 game.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Speaking of-
I can only take so many 0-0, 1-0 games.
It's
you
tough
know,
to watch.
Unless
a
it's like a
4-hour game.
15 to a 12 game or something.
Those are fun. And Speaking of baseball, how many hot dogs can you eat?
Ooh, you know what? This is a great subject. We
Yeah.
actually, at my old job, we actually had a hot dog eating contest.
Wow. Okay.
I ended up eating 8.
8 hot dogs.
8 hot dogs
with buns.
With buns. I think that the time limit was 10 minutes.
Oh, that's a long time.
10
Right.
minutes.
Is that how long they have at the Nathan's?
Yes.
So you didn't eat like 84, like
no.
Joey
The
Chestnuts?
record is 74.
74. Okay.
So I'm not there yet.
You're close.
Yeah.
You're like
Give me
right there.
give me one more year. I think I can bump that
You know,
8 to maybe
I think if you went a week
16.
was like not working, I think you could do it.
Okay. I guess we should talk about real estate, huh?
Let's do it. What do you got for me
All right,
today?
real talk realtors. I was having a discussion with a realtor 2 days ago, and this realtor is one of the. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but he's a well-known realtor. He's not with our brokerage, MCD, McDowell Home, and this guy has, I want to say, about 10 listings, and he's got about 8 pending.
Cool.
Okay, 10 listings, 8 pending. He's got listing appointments for the next 3 weeks. I asked him, dude, I was like, what are you doing? Like, how are you getting to this point? What do you do? He says he literally doesn't sleep. He goes to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, finishing up admin work, paperwork, wakes up, first thing he looks at is his phone. That's the first thing he looks at. He sleeps next to his phone, checks his email as soon as he wakes up.
Ew.
Okay, so he sees what's coming up. He already knows the problems via text message, the emails that's coming through from title companies, the other agent. So his day is already filled. He hasn't even got out of bed yet.
Ew, yuck.
And I asked him, I was like, man, when do you actually enjoy your time? Like
Right.
when you go on vacation, do you work? He's like, yeah, I have to. Okay, well, is it? So I guess my question to you, Jeff, is it worth it? Is it worth it to not have limitation? Is it worth it to just work, and make all that money? Yeah, it's all. Yeah, we're here to make money, right? We're here to, put ourselves in a position where we're free.
Chris, number one, I don't know who this gentleman is. I'm glad he's doing great, but he needs time management.
It
in
is
his
not
life.
Tim
Oh, I
Guffredo.
know. He needs time management in his life. And I have tons of free time in my life, and I have more listings than him and more pending, which means not that I'm better by any means. This
Right.
guy
Mhm.
sounds like a great
You sound like
realtor,
you're way better than.
but what I'm saying is it sounds like he needs time management in his life. You cannot wake up and the first thing you see is negativity coming through emails, text, bogging your day down. You need to get your head mentally ready, set your schedule for the day and follow it. And if I think that an agent like that will soon suffer from burnout. and he won't be able to service his clients properly because he's going to get burnt out. That's my opinion.
Well, how do you manage your time? You say you have pendings, you have closings coming up, you have listing appointments.
Right.
You have listings that, your sellers are probably wondering, why isn't this selling? What do we have to do?
Right.
How do you manage that time?
Well, number one is it's okay to set limitations. So I'm going to look at my phone here. And you just seen when I brought up said podcast session because it was scheduled.
Yes.
So I have a client I'm working on a deal with right now. And what does this say right here? Read that to me.
That says from 6 to 7, I won't be available doing weekly podcasts.
I won't be available from 6 to 7.
Yep.
It's between 6 and 7 right now, correct?
Mm-hmm. It is.
So
It is.
that gentleman, my client, knows for 1 hour he can't talk to me. I'm busy. So setting a limitation and expectations, he knows he can't talk to me. That's a $350,000 house. I got $8,000 on the line, right?
Right.
But it's not about the money.
It's not.
It's my life, my schedule. He has a life, his schedule, which, by the way, I respect his schedule, and he respects mine. If you don't let your clients know when you're available, when you're not available, they'll run you into the ground. And being run into the ground, I don't think is servicing your clients the best because you're mentally not as sharp, and I just don't think you're going to get things done timely.
When did you realize that, wow, I need to really work on my time management or else I'm going to be burnt out? I'm going to drive myself in the ground and I'm going to hate everybody.
It took me about a year, and I literally was running around with my head cut off. And that first year, I sold 37 houses, and there's 52 weeks. Okay, so we're talking less than one a week. So how could I be working like that guy was, that burnout? I had tons of listings, sales, and I was burning myself to the ground. And right now, in the last 6 months, I have 56 sold and not working as hard because I plan my day. I know people that plan their life, their schedules in 7-minute increments. But it works.
7 minutes.
No, I'm being honest. People like my brother went to law school. He was so busy going to law school and working. Everything
Oh,
he had
you do have a brother that's
correct.
an attorney.
Yes.
Okay, you weren't just saying that last week.
No, he really does. Yeah, he's referral only. You
Okay,
can't call
all
him
right.
anything,
Gotcha.
But people, you got to schedule your life, man. Or if you make money and you can't enjoy your money, what the hell's the point? I'd rather be poor and have a good life.
That is the one thing that I asked him. I was like, dude, when you go on vacation, do you actually enjoy your time? Because if you were living to work,
right,
then you are not enjoying your life. You're not enjoying, the fruits of your labor.
I agree.
Like, how the hell do you do that? If I'm on vacation, like, okay, I just booked the Vegas trip. I'm going to Vegas in 2 weeks.
Sweet.
And I don't plan unless I understand if you have a deal going, you're trying to close on that deal, right? The last thing you want to do is not communicate. Close on the deal, get signatures, and you know what, then celebrate.
Well, why can't you have somebody do that for you, which you plan for ahead of time? I was out of town the last 2 weekends, but I had things in place where my phone didn't have to ring. And people took care of it. And that's planning it,
Yeah.
So there's no way I was going to be on one of the most beautiful golf courses in America, answering my phone, listening to negativity or whatever it is, because my clients, when they go on vacation, have every right to peace and quiet. And I think everyone does. So whoever that is, please get him into some time management.
Yeah. What I've learned to do is I actually plan my day out per hour.
Do
so
you? Okay.
8 to 9, I'm doing this.
Right.
9 to 10, I'm doing that. You know what I mean? And that's throughout the whole day. Dude, as part of being a realtor, last minute shit comes up.
It does.
Right? And you have to be prepared for it.
That's right.
Once you run into those situations, you adjust.
Absolutely.
You adjust and you figure things out, but Yeah, I mean, I think the moral of the story is don't burn yourself out. Plan accordingly.
Right. I
Right?
agree.
I mean, that's the only way you're going to survive, especially, being a realtor, because that shit is 24/7.
It can be if you let
I
it
mean,
be.
if it can be,
It doesn't have to
it
be.
doesn't have to. Yes.
Because title companies close at 5,
Right.
right? Courthouses close at 5, right? And holidays, they close early the day before sometimes. They're not open on weekends. So there's only so much you can get done after 5. You can do showings, listings, negotiate contracts. But there is no real estate emergency. If you handle everything properly, there's no emergencies, no surprises. Once in a while, they have an obstacle, but it can't cancel out. If you're in the middle of dinner and a minor obstacle pops up,
Mm-hmm.
you can't stop eating dinner.
Right.
I mean, you have to have 365 dinners a year, right? You should.
That is my biggest pet peeve, man. If we're all out eating dinner, I'm
Yeah.
on a date, if I'm out with family, someone messages me, I am not answering that phone call.
You don't have to.
I'm at dinner. I'm here. I'm spending time with you. I'm not going to answer my phone.
I agree.
It's just, I think, just respectfully, it doesn't matter if it's work related.
Right.
Emergency, family emergency, I get it. But like other than that, dude, don't pick up that phone.
So what you're saying is manage your time. Don't let your time manage you.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Yep. And you, the one I was talking to, right here. So another topic that popped into my head after discussing this with him, I was like, man, this guy sounds like he sounds like a pretty successful realtor, right? He's got a lot of things going on,
Oh, good.
right? I
See,
mean, but
sounds great.
I
Sounds
mean,
handsome too.
yeah, he's all right. But then you have an average realtor. Okay, average realtor, maybe they're okay with 2 to 3 homes a month, right? 2 to 3 homes a month is actually pretty good if you average
That's
that
way
out.
above average.
That's way above average. Maybe
Right.
like 1 to 2.
That's more
right?
like it. Yeah.
Maybe 1 to 2. So how do you get to that point where right now, if you're an average realtor, you may be okay with it, you may not be okay with it, right? I mean, what do we have to do to get in that not so average? Maybe bump up that 1 to 2, and then make it from a 2 to 3 or 3 to 4.
Well, let me answer the question. So how do you go from being an average realtor to getting to another level?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of ways to explain it, and everyone does it differently. But I'm going to ask you a question right now. So in how many deals do you have pending, or how many did you put under contract last month?
3.
3. Okay. How many houses did you show last month? If you had to take a guess, how many showings?
Maybe 5 to 8.
Okay. So we'll say, so that's all? So you had 8 showings for the whole month?
I'm maybe closer. Let's just say 12.
Okay, so you
12.
sold 3 houses under contract, right? You got
Mhm.
your calculator?
Yeah.
So, or you can use your brain. It's pretty easy.
All right, go
You had
ahead.
12 showings,
12 showings.
3 under contract. So if you want to sell 6 houses a month,
Show more houses.
you have to show 24 houses,
Right.
right?
Right.
So, and that's in this market, which
Yeah.
is you show 1 or 2 and boom, they're writing offers. So the thing about real estate is it's just numbers, right? It's just numbers. It's a numbers game.
The more opportunities you get.
You have to have the
Right.
opportunities. Without the
Mhm.
opportunities, you don't get the results.
Right.
So now you know to sell 6 a month, according to your numbers from last month, if they were like that across the board yearly, you now have to show 24 houses a month, right?
Right.
So it's a numbers game.
So more opportunities equals more
Yes.
opportunities to close on a
Yes.
home.
Yeah.
More contracts.
Let's say you wanted to get new listings, and it took you 50 phone calls before you got one person interested,
Mm-hmm.
right, in selling their home. But you want to get 1 a week. Okay, so you have to make 200 calls that month. So it's very simple. If you track these numbers, it just, you can't fail. I mean, math is math.
Right.
Math doesn't change, so if
So
you
increase
follow
the
it
numbers.
statistically, you should double your sales, you should double your listings, as long as you're tracking it and doing what you need to get there.
increase your numbers. And just letting everybody know, yeah, me and Jeff are wearing the same shirt. If you're a realtor on 4th of July, what are you doing?
Me, I'll probably be going to the baddest, most amazing, most fantastic 4th of July party in the history of Northeast Ohio.
What is that?
Michael Kammes' 4th of July bash.
Michael
sick.
came, man. We should get Michael on the podcast.
We should get Michael on here. Michael, if you're watching, we need you and your talent to come in here and talk to our viewers. Those of you who don't know Michael Kammes, top realtor, state of Ohio. This man actually just brought up the list for Northeast Ohio. I have it right here. You mind if I read it off, Chris?
No, go ahead.
All right, let me bring it up. So, rankings report, last 6 months sold. Michael Kammes, number 1. 130.
That's it?
In 6 months.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that's just him.
Pick it up, Mike.
And then I'm all the way down to number 17 with 56. But that's not bad out of thousands and thousands.
No.
But he's number 1. He's the man. We need him in here, Michael. We need you in here to talk with us. And so we can pick your brain, and our viewers can learn from someone even better than both of us together.
Michael, you have the best hair. That's all I got to tell you, man. You have the best.
It never moves, ever. It's perfect every time.
Since I've met him, I think his hair stays like that when he sleeps, and then he wakes up, it's like that.
I don't think he sleeps.
You don't think he sleeps?
Pretty sure my cousin's a robot.
Yeah. I think you need to just come in and tell us about what you do for your hair.
Only if you love America, Michael. If you love America, Michael Kammes, you need to come in and
He
do
loves
our podcast with us.
He loves America.
He does.
What were you asking me?
We back?
Yeah, let's start over.
Starting over from the beginning?
No, your last question.
Oh, my last question was, are those cameras working? Apparently we had an incident with the cameras. Our camera crew is
they're
furiously working to
freaking
correct
camera
the
crew's
problem.
got one job, man. They got one job. Anyways. We were talking about goals for this year. So yeah, my goal for this year is tripling what I did. You know, at this point, yeah, I'm not there. I'll be honest with you. I'm not there. Am I putting in the work that'll get me there? Probably not.
Okay. At least you know it, though.
Oh yeah,
You're not bullshitting anyone.
I'm not bullshitting you.
Right.
I'm not. I need to do something as far as focus in real estate. I need to hone in on my sphere.
That's
right. I need to do better follow up. Yep. I need to hold myself accountable. I mean, everything in the book. Everything in the book.
So
right.
You're basically doing everything Tim does right now.
I have been hanging out with him lately.
Oh, see, it rubs off. All right. So, but you said the word follow up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And in real estate, what people don't understand is you can have all the best intentions in the world. You can almost do a lot of things really good. But if you don't follow up, the money is in the follow up.
Right.
Like we were prospecting the other day at 8 a.m. and we got some leads. Call me back and we'll talk about selling my house. So the person that calls these guys back will get the listing, and they're going to sell the house, and they're going to make money and repeat. That's the plan. The money's in the follow-up. There's been times where I was going through my old notes and looking. I'm like, oh, crap, I didn't follow up on this guy. Let me call him. And the guy's like, I've already listed my house to another agent, and it's under contract. And it's under contract, Chris, which means I just gave my money to somebody else to hold on in their bank account.
What's follow up to a point where you're not annoying the shit out of these people?
When they say, don't ever call me again. You know, until they say that, I'm going to keep calling. And when I was younger and I used to get jobs, when I was 14, 15, I would get every damn job I ever applied for because I would call that place 3 times. They're like, I'm like, let the manager know.
God damn, it's him again.
It's him. Finally,
Jesus.
They're like, just freaking hire the kid, and maybe he'll stop calling. Because the manager was too weak-minded. The managers ever to just, no, we're not hiring you. They would tell me, call back. So I just kept calling. I was thinking about marketing in real estate, and everyone does marketing differently. Some people pay the mega bucks, like to Zillow. And just an FYI, and everyone does it. They depend on Zillow. They pay Zillow. just all letting all you realtors know, Zillow's coming for your job, and you're paying them to take your job. So Zillow now is buying houses. Zillow now is a brokerage, and they're going to start. They're going to start selling houses. And I heard the other day the man who is the CEO of Zillow was the CEO of, I think, Expedia or something. And he basically put travel agents out of business, which have been around forever. And now he's at Zillow, and his job is to put realtors out of business. So the realtors are listening. Don't help Zillow put you out of business.
So how do we? So there's a lot of brokers that pay Zillow to get them
a ton of money.
All right. How do we stop that? I mean,
You
it
say
sounds
no.
it sounds
Did we need Zillow in the 80s to sell a house?
No. I mean,
Okay.
we had books.
We
had phone books for
has
listings,
the selling process changed minus technology? Has the selling a house process changed? Has talking to a buyer changed? No, you still say the same things.
No,
give the same service.
with potential clients, whether you're a seller or buyer, has not changed. You still have to be able to find the buyer or the seller, and you still have to close on them.
Right. And there's plenty of online media outlets, or you got Realtor.com. You got all kinds of different online ways to market your home. I mean, almost everyone's on Facebook, like, all day long. Remember you're complaining, or you said people were complaining Facebook was down?
Yeah.
Everyone was complaining, right?
Is it still down?
Everyone goes on Facebook.
Right.
So, like, I'll get a ton of leads off Facebook. And a lot of them are paid leads. I'll pay to generate leads on Facebook, and I can show you how to do it. It's freaking amazing.
You say degenerate leads?
Pardon?
Oh, to generate.
To generate. Yeah, to generate. I can show you how to do it. It's amazing. And the price is just so low compared to Zillow, and they're my leads. I'm not paying a company to put me out of business. I'll show you how to do it, though.
Okay.
It's really neat.
That's something we'll do in the next episode.
Yeah.
I think is it something that we can share?
The whole process.
that means no.
Yeah. When I say that's a no. I won't share the process, but I'll share the results. I'll do a 1-week lead generating program.
How about we do this?
Mm-hmm.
You show me how to do it.
Okay.
All right. We won't show the prospect. Obviously, this is proprietary to Jeff Carducci sales team, whatever. And then we'll do it with me, and then we'll see the results, and then we'll talk about it.
One thing I did notice early on, though, is you have to have a business page and a personal page. Because if you bog down your personal page with real estate shit, you'll start getting people unfollowing you.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, because they don't want to see
I
it
can only take so
crammed down
many.
the
The
throat.
market's on fire, flaming on fire.
Oh, my gosh.
For so many posts.
Every agent out there.
Every
get it.
agent, dude.
Market's
Stop
on
it.
fire. We don't need your little fire emoji or
Stop.
emoticon or whatever the hell it is.
Stop. Everybody
Market's
knows.
hot.
Everybody knows you're a realtor.
Fire. We get it.
We get it. I think.
But that's why you need a business page, so the people that want to see that stuff.
So we can
it.
see the market's on fire.
Yes.
Fire on your business page.
marketsonfire.com.org.gov.
On your business page
.edu.
versus your personal page.
.net.
It's like their children. Market's on fire.
Market's on fire. Poor kids, when they grow up, they're going to be like, I don't want to get in real estate. Thing's been burning down since I was a kid. It's on fire.
So yeah, that's the marketing. I think is going to be very, very important, especially if you are I don't know if you would consider yourself an average realtor,
right,
or a new realtor, and you're trying to get into that realm of maybe you want to close 50 some homes in 6 months in.
Right.
I think that's a great number, Jeff. I mean, you being in the top 20. I think is awesome.
Pretty awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I seen that
Yeah.
today, and I was like, holy shit. Like, and I'm not even working that hard. What's going to happen if I start working hard?
You're not working that hard, damn.
Well,
That's
I
pretty,
mean, that's how
that's pretty awesome.
That's how
bro.
it feels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
Because,
I mean, I think you
I have things scheduled.
you
and
explained
I do
everything
things right.
correctly. You manage your time well.
Right.
You know what you're doing throughout the
Right.
day. You block out your time. You have personal time, I'm sure,
Yep.
and then that makes things easier
Yeah.
when they come in.
One thing, Chris, like, I don't waste my clients' time. So our first meeting is in the office, and There's been times where we meet in the office, and that's the house they're going to buy. They see.
Right.
But when you find out, if you just rush out and show houses, but never get to build a rapport or relationship with the person, you don't know what the hell they're looking for. You're just running out showing a house. That's like, throwing a dart with a blindfold on, hoping to hit the cork.
Is that your process for like new
yes.
buyers, where you meet them first?
You bring them into the office, you meet them, you interview each other, get all your paperwork signed. Now you have a client you're working with. They have a realtor representing.
Well, how do you stop those people that says, "Hey, I just want to see this house"?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? How do you not lose that lead, but at the same time,
right?
Have them as a client versus they just use you one time to open a door,
right.
and
Which
they don't ever see you again.
Which happens.
It does. It happens
and
a lot.
You can only do that so many times before you say no, because it won't stop happening unless you say something. So, does an attorney meet you at the house for the first visit, or do you go to his office? Does he meet you at court for the first time ever? Or do you go to his office
sometimes
as a professional and you sit down and have a conversation, right? Same thing in real estate. Sit down and have the conversation. I might not be the right realtor for you, which is perfectly fine with me. But we're going to find that out in our initial meeting and not waste your time driving out to Jefferson, Ohio, my time driving out there or wherever we're going, Akron, right? Why not meet, figure it out first. I need to know what you're looking for. Because this house, let's say during our meeting, I find out you're allergic to cats. Okay? That house has cats. You want me to walk you in a house with cats? No. But I won't know that until our initial meeting. And I find out what you want, what you need in a house, what your expectations are, what my expectations are. And then we can find the house. And then you can show 8 houses a month and sell 7 houses a month.
I think a lot of realtors fall in that category where as soon as they get a lead, first thing they do is they go to that house, they show it to them. Yep. They don't have a conversation. They don't find out what
they never talk to that person ever again.
And the only person that kind of benefits from that is the person looking at that house. They look at it, they spend their 20 minutes, and they say, okay, well, it's not for us. Or sometimes, if you're lucky, you know what, we love this home.
Once in a while.
What do we got to do?
Right.
Once in a while, but that rarely happens.
But
right?
running around doing that, running around and showing all these houses without having those conversations, you're losing money because you're showing houses to people that you don't know if you're going to meet their needs and expectations. And while you're doing that, hours and hours you're wasting, and you're making 0 phone calls, connecting with 0 people in office that are actually going to buy a house. So you're actually wasting your time and your real clients' time that you could be focusing on. So make these people your actual clients, and they'll completely understand.
As when I was a new realtor, man, as soon as I got an appointment, I went. I didn't do. But the thing is, this is very common for a lot of new realtors.
Heck,
you know what I mean? They're gonna take whatever comes to them because you have to start somewhere.
Right.
And as soon as that phone rings, or you get a lead, or someone wants to see a home, you show them the home.
Absolutely.
Once you learn the intricacies of real estate, then that's when you kind of figure out, okay, let's talk, let's get to know each other. Let me figure out exactly what you're looking for, so you're not wasting your time and I'm not wasting my time.
Yep, I agree.
Right, and sometimes I think it's good to be upfront with that.
Yep.
As
a new agent,
I think people appreciate that more if you tell them, hey, I don't want to waste your time.
Right, but as a brand new agent, I think you need to see as many houses as you can see.
Yep.
The good, the bad, the ugly, the stinky. You need to see every house you can possibly see with every buyer as fast as you can. So you can get that experience. You can learn which houses meet certain criteria. It's just a good experience.
And the thing is about real estate, I mean, you are learning on the go all the time. And it never ends. You're always learning.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean,
Absolutely.
I've been in the game for 40 years. You've been in the game for a couple more years than I have. But the thing is, it's
I
you're
ask
always learning
questions
something.
every day.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. You got to ask questions. You're never going to learn.
Right.
Did your camera turn off, sir?
Nope.
Oh.
Red lights are still on,
I
baby.
don't see any red lights. Oh, there it is.
See the reflection?
Special. Red light special.
Where is my media team? Jeez, they're probably out getting. I don't know. They're probably
What's
out
that
getting.
thing? Does that thing work? Not today.
The GoPro Vision is not on today. The GoPro
GoPro.
Vision is not on today. There's only 2 of us. I don't need to be just like this. I'd be staring at you the whole fucking time, man.
That's true. That'd be creepy. Just look at each
GoPro
other.
Vision.
Oh.
So responses from our last episode. I got a lot of positive feedback.
Everyone loved it except one person.
Hey, you can't please everybody,
Can't please
unfortunately.
everyone.
You can't please everybody. My motto is, you know what? When we do this, our whole thing is to be as real as possible.
There we go.
Right?
This was a good one. Last one was good. I love the people. We'll have some good guests next week.
Yeah, good guests next week. They're coming.
It's 4th of July. Everyone's got plans. It's
We
hard
have
to-
we
it's
have
hard
a,
to
we
get
have a
guests.
brand new premier agent that just joined the team.
We do. Who's
Our
that?
broker is going to be coming on. Nicole Branch, she's going to be on next week.
Oh, cool.
Kayleen McDowell is going to be here next week.
Sweet.
MK, Michael Kane, maybe. I
We're gonna
don't
work
know,
on 'em.
man. We'll see.
We'll corner him, or I will tomorrow at the party, and I'll be like, "Come on, dude."
Be like, hey,
Yeah,
we
you
want to know
brother.
what you put in your hair.
Either tell us what you use to make your hair look so great, or you have to do the podcast.
Yeah. I think he's going to do the podcast.
I think he'll do the podcast
Yeah.
then. Yeah. That'll be
Well, anyways, hey, man. Happy 4th of July. Episode 2, Make Podcast Great Again. Right? See you guys next week. Peace out.
Stormy short seasons in the year, yeah. Ain't no challenge for champions and chain no fear. Yeah,